So one of the areas I wanted to kind of go over with you first was just looking at your journey through procurement and also in terms of what you're doing right now at Talent. You've been doing some pretty cool stuff. And one of the things that we've talked about is this kind of potentially that there's in some areas there can be in procurement in general, there can be a little bit of a kind of legacy type attitude. And yet there's a massive amount of transformation, digital transformation, process transformation, etc., going on in procurement. And it almost feels like you can end up sometimes a little bit with businesses sitting in either one of the two camps, whether either they're cracking on and they're really trying to move with the times, or where some businesses may be a little bit stuck in kind of a legacy type process. What's your view on that in terms of what you see in the market and what you've seen through your journey?
So I think I was extremely fortunate to work for a company like Talent in that area, in the idea of transformation and change. They are extremely open-minded when it comes to, let's adopt a new way of working, let's adopt, a new system, a new software that will improve our efficiencies. I think from what I'm seeing out in the market, this idea of procurement managing services, subcontractors, professional service, or anything of that kind, it's only now starting. It's the idea that what the traditional way of procurement, buying those boxes of widgets and digits and pallets, using that expertise and applying it into service management is only now starting to work its way through. So when I started with Talent, for an example, they had the foundations of good practice. They were doing a lot of good works as far as, obviously, for example, statement of works, what that actually means. Because getting a stakeholder population of 400 or 500 people alone to start adopting statement of works is a challenge, let alone applying a whole process of software and control and data pulling and whatever else. So they was already there, So I was very blessed to go and work for Talent, where obviously what we have done is now just the next chapter of that evolution, of that transformation.